The Schwinn STING RAY OCC chopper. No, there's no animal in there. 49cc motor, smallest one there is. It still runs pretty good, you're going to see in a minute. Homemade chain guard. Wraps all the way around the chain. My method of keeping my chain on, because you got to have one of those, you know. I got carriage bolts in there, double, got a spoke protector right there that I made out of metal myself. It looks better in real life than it does in this picture, I'm sure. But anyway, see the things on my back axle that holds the back. You tighten them up, like you loosen the nut, and then you tighten the little the eye bolts. You tighten those until your wheel is straight and right on your chain, where the chain's all like where it's supposed to be, you know. And then I put this thing right here that wraps all the way around the chain on the bottom, so that there's no way the chain can fall off. Like guides it onto the sprocket. And then over here we got I just put the sprocket, I put the tensioner as close to the sprocket as I could, so that there's no gap, to get rid of the gap, you know. So it's pretty much covered all the way around. It's all good. And I got one of these things on both sides, and I'm going to show you in a minute. Here's something else. Here's something else that see the brackets, the three little brackets. I don't know what you really call them, the name of them, but I got 2 sets of them on there, and I staggered the second set, so there's actually 6 of them altogether instead of 3. And see how there's no gap between the place where there's no gap between the brackets, you know. I pulled them all. When I put the second set of staggered brackets on there, you know, I skipped the second set of spokes are in the way. The second set of brackets, how I staggered one bolt so that I pulled them all in, sucked them all in, so there's no gap, so that it's pretty much centered. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, that thing fell off and I had to make it my own. The thing on the air cleaner. And my muffler. You know, speed bumps, I don't know if there's not very many people that warn you about you can't go over a speed bump with these kind of mufflers on a gas bike, because it'll bottom out, or you'll high center on the speed bump with that thing. And the last motor that I had, I used to have an 80cc motor, and the things where the exhaust manifold bolts to the motor, those things broke completely off the motor. The motor still ran, because all it did was broke those off, but it still ran. It was just loud as you know. I eventually what I wound up doing is putting look at the video. I have a video on YouTube that shows you what I did with the black bike. That was after the broken man that had no motor mounts whatsoever that came with the bike, with that black bike, were still on there. I had used strapping tape and different things to hook it on there. Okay, what else was I going to say? And so my gas tank didn't slide down. I had to put a screw in the frame. No big. Okay, what about this? How many people have a solar headlight on their bike that stays charged? Like right now, it's actually charging. I'm at the Sacramento light rail, and it's about 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to take it for a night ride, and you'll see the headlight that it's solar powered. It's one of those that people put in their yard. I got it at the 99-cent store for $1.99 and put it on there instead. It charges up all day long and stays lit all night. The only reason it's not on now is because we're in this fully bright area, but you're going to see it's going to turn on by itself once we get in the dark. Okay, and I got these for tail lights. Yeah, one of them's not on. Oh, battery died. That's okay, I still got a solar one in there too that's going to come on. Another solar one that's in there. Hijo de chingao. Is that what I think it is?